Good afternoon, football fans. We have some significant breaking news to share with you on this New Year's Eve. The Dallas Cowboys have officially released running back Ezekiel Elliott. This marks the end of an era for a player who has been one of the franchise's most notable stars over the past several years. The announcement and immediate reaction. The news was first reported by Josina Anderson and has since been corroborated by various insiders. What's particularly interesting is that this decision appears to have been initiated by Elliott himself, who reportedly requested his release. The Cowboys granted the request, viewing it as a gesture of respect and appreciation for everything Elliott has done for the team during his career. Team owner Jerry Jones issued a heartfelt statement, emphasizing Elliott's lasting impact on the Cowboys organization. Jones called Elliott one of the greatest ever to play with the star on their helmet and expressed hope for Elliott's continued success in the league. Ezekiel Elliott's hopes for a playoff run. Elliott's request to be released is believed to be motivated by his desire to join a playoff contending team. As the postseason approaches, Elliott likely envisions contributing to a team in need of depth at running back. This situation isn't without precedent. Last season, Dalvin Cook found himself in a similar position. After being released by the Jets, Cook joined the Ravens and saw limited action in the playoffs. A similar scenario could unfold for Elliott, especially given his reputation and the potential value he could bring as a short yardage back or a veteran presence. One team that has been floated as a possible destination is the Detroit Lions. With injuries in their running back core, the Lions could be looking for reinforcements, particularly as they prepare for a potential playoff push. However, as of now, there's no confirmation of any back-channel discussions between Elliott's representatives and playoff teams. A disappointing season for Elliott. This release comes after what can only be described as a disappointing season for Elliott. Statistically, it was one of the least productive years of his career. Over 15 games, Elliott recorded just 74 carries for 226 yards and 3 touchdowns, averaging a mere 3.05 yards per carry. For comparison, during his prime years, Elliott was a workhorse back, consistently among the league leaders in rushing yards and touchdowns. Those days, however, appear to be firmly in the rearview mirror. The drop in his production has been stark, and it's clear that Elliott is no longer the dominant force he once was. Frustration on both sides. The decision to part ways didn't happen in a vacuum. Sources indicate that there was mounting frustration on both sides. Elliott was reportedly unhappy with his reduced role in the offense, while the Cowboys were dissatisfied with his performance and even his off-field professionalism at times. Elliott's one-game suspension earlier this season for missing meetings and other team obligations highlighted the tension. It's worth noting that this wasn't the first time such issues had arisen. Fans may recall similar instances documented in the Amazon series All or Nothing. In years past, Elliott's elite play allowed him to weather such controversies. However, with his performance now on the decline, the margin for error and patience from the organization diminished significantly. The legacy of Ezekiel Elliott. While the ending of Elliott's time with the Cowboys may not have been ideal, it's essential to reflect on what he accomplished during his tenure in Dallas. Drafted 4th overall in 2016, Elliott immediately made an impact, leading the league in rushing yards as a rookie and helping the Cowboys secure a playoff berth. Over the years, he became synonymous with the team's offensive identity, providing a reliable presence both as a runner and a pass blocker. His contributions have cemented his place in Cowboys history, and many fans and analysts believe he deserves to be enshrined in the team's Ring of Honor. There's also speculation that Elliott could sign a one-day contract in the future to officially retire as a Cowboy, a move that would allow the team and its fans to celebrate his legacy properly. What's next for the Cowboys? For the Cowboys, Elliott's release marks a turning point. With him out of the picture, the team has an opportunity to recalibrate its backfield. Rico Dowdle, Malik Davis, and rookie Deuce Vaughn are all expected to compete for touches. Additionally, Fullback Hunter Luepke could take over short yardage and third down responsibilities, roles Elliott often handled during his time in Dallas. This shift could inject new life into the Cowboys' rushing attack, which has struggled at times this season. By giving younger players more opportunities, the team may be able to build a more dynamic and versatile offense moving forward. Fan reactions and social media buzz. The release of a high-profile player like Elliott was bound to spark debate among fans and analysts alike. On social media, reactions have ranged from sadness and gratitude to relief and frustration. Some fans argue that Elliott's declining performance made this decision inevitable, while others believe he still has something left to offer. There's also been criticism of how long the Cowboys waited to make this move, with some questioning whether loyalty to Elliott clouded the team's judgment. A sobering reality for players. Elliott's release also underscores a harsh reality of professional sports. Even the best players eventually face the decline of their skills. For Elliott, a player who was once considered the best running back in the league, coming to terms with this new phase of his career is undoubtedly challenging. It's not uncommon for athletes to struggle with this transition, especially when surrounded by people who continue to assure them of their greatness. Balancing self-belief with the reality of diminishing performance is never easy, and Elliott's journey in the coming months will be a testament to his resilience and adaptability. Closing thoughts. As we wrap up this discussion, it's worth emphasizing that Ezekiel Elliott's time with the Dallas Cowboys should not be defined solely by its ending. Over 7 seasons, he provided countless highlights, became a fan favorite, and left an indelible mark on the franchise. For the Cowboys, this decision opens the door to new opportunities and fresh faces in their backfield. For Elliott, it's a chance to prove he still has something to offer in the NFL. We'll continue to follow this story closely, so be sure to stay tuned for updates on Elliott's next steps and the Cowboys' plans for their future. In the meantime, let us know your thoughts in the comments. What's your one-word reaction to Ezekiel Elliott's release? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Stay safe, and have a happy new year.